here? Are we on the internet? Yes. I don't need this document that much. I don't need your rates. It's so weird. It does that every time you go to pro football.
Yeah, they must be being attacked by bots. That's the only reason you would do that.
Oh, now I lost.
Attention, 97.3 The Fan listeners. If you're drowsy, sluggish, or feeling fatigued, you're about to get your afternoon boost with Tony Gwynn Jr.
Everybody has a bias, and everybody exercises it in different ways.
Chris Ello.
You notice how I said, yes, we do, because we all do.
And Matt Skraby.
That is correct. Tony wins 16-15.
Gwen and Chris are ready to go.
And we welcome you to our Friday get-together, finally a Friday. And again, coming to you from Las Vegas, Chris Ello and Matt Skraby. It is the Gwynn and Chris program. Tony is down in Tampa, where the Padres will be taking on the Rays, and we'll be going to that pregame show in 1 hour. So we don't have a whole lot of time. Skraby, hello. Nice to talk to you. But we got a guest right off the top, and I couldn't be more fired up for this guest because last night, you and I and Tony and everybody had our fantasy football league draft. And I hearken back to just 3 short seasons ago when I think I had the 4th overall pick that year. And I put my mark on this guy, Austin Ekeler, and I had to sweat it out that nobody drafted him ahead. And I got him, and you carried me deep that year, my man. Nice to have you on the show. I'm so excited to meet you.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. And I think, was that the year that was the last year of Brandon Staley or what?
I think it was the year that you were way up on the draft boards, but I think a lot of people, I think it was who's the guy that does the ride and die? Matthew Berry.
Oh yeah.
He had you as his ride and die.
Yep. He had me for a few years. Shout out to Matthew. Yep.
And I said I'm going to jump on that train because I was an Austin Ekeler fan.
Yeah, if we're telling fantasy stories, a couple years ago I drafted you with the Commanders, and you helped me win some games.
Nice.
So thank you very much for that.
Yeah. And I was just going to tell him when you were with the Commanders that year I had Robinson. So I hated when you came in the game.
Yeah. It's nothing personal. I get it. It's all business.
It's so funny. And we can talk with that because Austin is here. We're at the Circa Resort in Vegas, and he's with Fantasy Royale, and that is all part of their Legacy League. Their draft is tonight at 7 o'clock. But first of all, how are you? You were playing in the NFL last year, a little bit here and there. Where are you at now? I mean, is this kind of your next step, or do you ever think you could get back on the field again? Who
Torn
knows?
Achilles last year. I'm back on my feet, so that's good. And for me right now, I'm feeling good, healthy, and just looking for the right opportunity. I say I'm in mercenary mode. Right? I want to fight for a good cause, right?
Okay.
Not just any cause, but I want to be in a situation where, hey, where I'm going to be used is suitable to how I play. And then we're fighting for something at the end of the season, hopefully. So that's what I'm looking for, the opportunity.
So we could see you back on the field.
You could see me back on the field this year. Yes,
that would be.
This is probably the last go round for me, but I'm still looking for an opportunity. And here's the thing. I'm at peace with what the opportunity is, or if it comes or if it doesn't at this point in my career.
Unbelievable career, Austin Ekeler. I mean, you really made a name for yourself with that Charger football team, and just the way you worked your way into it all. Talk a little bit about your career.
Yeah.
And what you brought to it and how you thought you could best show your talents, because it took them a while to figure out the best way to use you. And once they did, it
took me a while to figure out. Look, I say this. I took the stairs, right? You can still get to the destination, but I didn't get the elevator. I had to go up the stairs.
Absolutely.
I still ended up getting there, and it took a little bit extra work because of that to have to prove who I am and that I can play at this level. But for me, I'm a very obsessive person. And so once I had football and the NFL on my mind, which is actually my junior year of college, I wasn't even dreaming to go to the NFL. I didn't watch the NFL growing up. My junior year, my Coach Baines, comes to me and says, "Hey, Austin, you have some NFL scouts thinking about you or talking." And I'm like, who? Because no one had ever gone to the NFL from my college, this tiny college in Colorado. I've never seen a pro day. I've never seen an NFL scout. But once I found that was a real opportunity, I'd really immersed myself into it and actually dropped out after my senior year and just went and trained and put myself in a position where I wanted to make sure there was everything that I'm doing to make sure that I'm maximizing the opportunity for me to try to get this, make this work.
You made it work.
Yeah, you definitely made it work. We're talking to Austin Ekeler. We'll get to Fantasy Royale here, and we'll talk about your big fantasy draft tonight. I mean, the buy-in on this thing is $100,000, Chris. I barely am able to spend the $200 on our league, allegedly, but $100,000. So
what Circa's doing here is pretty incredible.
Yeah, go ahead and explain it real quick.
Well, it's $100,000 buy-in. It's put on by Circa. They're running this thing. I learned about it literally just this last week, so I've kind of gotten into this ecosystem. And here's for how I see it. Like, I have a spectrum of like what I'm comfortable like losing when it comes to like whatever. If I'm betting on like blackjack or something, I don't know. It's fantasy. I can't bet on fantasy because I'm an active player. But I feel like it gets to a point where it's not fun anymore because there's too much money on the line. Like I am now watching. If you have $100,000 on the line, I feel like at that point you are like stressed on Sundays because now it's not just about winning and not getting last. Now it's about I got to get at least hopefully some of this investment back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jeez.
I mean I like I said, $200 is enough for me. So $100,000 would make me just want to cry every single Sunday.
As far as the listeners know, that we don't gamble on this.
No, yeah, it was alleged. It was allegedly. So Austin, you are, as you said, looking for a team. I know you were part of the running back, trying to get more money for running backs, and we were a part of that as well because we think that running backs are very important. Do you think that you made any headway with the NFL on that front?
Here's how I based my judgment of the situation. Impact players should be paid like an impact player. You impact the game, you're a star on that team, you should get paid because of that, because of principle, not necessarily because of the position. I get, yes, different positions have different values. There was no new money coming into the position. And every year you see new highest paid. Our top players from that year, I think it was 2021 or 2022, somewhere in there, weren't getting paid. There was no new money coming into that. So that's what I stood up for. It was like, hey, we have the pot is growing for everybody, but there's no new money coming in. Now we see some new money coming in. And here's the thing. Actually, well, let me back up a little bit because I actually had a story from one of my head coaches, Brandon Staley. He actually hit me really well. He had a picture of a field on the screen, and he circled down the field. And he said, if you can get the ball down here, you get paid a lot of money. So he said quarterbacks, right? Receivers, you get the ball down here. Those are the people that typically get the ball down here. If you flip it, defend the ball from getting down here, you get paid a lot of money.
That's interesting.
Edge rushers, corners, you can pay a lot. Safeties, you can pay a lot of money because big plays in the league lead to points, especially now with the kickoffs.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
you get 120-yard gain. I'm kicking a field goal from where these guys are kicking now.
I know.
Way back. So the box players, you guys are kind of the grunt men, right? Where it's like 4, 5, 6 1-yard gains in there, and so it's tougher to get a bigger contract in there because you don't have as big of a splash impact on the game. So that kind of stuck with me.
I can't agree with that whatsoever. I mean, it's just so crazy that you guys are doing things. The running back, I'm saying, you guys are doing things that are very important. You're blocking linebackers, 100%. You're blocking edge rushers, 100%. You're taking the ball with a yard to go, you're putting your body on the line, and it's unfortunate that they don't recognize that.
Let me say this, because you see the two guys that just got paid the highest paid, right? Bijan and Gibbs.
Yep.
Both, what do they have? Explosive playability.
Yeah.
They get the ball down. They can get the ball down there. Cool.
Right.
We're going to give you the highest paid. And so that's where the new money came in from. So I get the principle of the mentality of kind of the pay and how that works out. And most running backs aren't doing that. That's why you're not going to see that type of caliber pay in a lot of those running backs. Even if you're a number 2 receiver, you might average 13 yards per reception, right? You're still chunking the ball down the field. So that's really valuable for these teams. And so it makes sense to me. But yeah, 100%. There's a lot of guys, everyone's putting their body on the line.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, being able to continue to consistently make plays from the backfield, now we see committees and stuff like that because, like for me, I'm not going to be the bell cow guy. I'm going to be your 3rd down, 2-minute guy. So now you can kind of put money over here, put money over there. It's just the I guess the way that running back position is right now.
Austin Ekeler's with us. I think you deserve a lot of credit, though, for doing something beyond just for Austin Ekeler and really looking out for other guys in the league. And I think that's important. And I think, I'm sure a lot of players around the league appreciated it and respect you. I want to ask you, as you said, kind of an interior box guy. You're listed at 5'10", 200, and I think he looks stronger than an ox. I want to get that out there.
I agree.
But you're a little smaller than I thought you were.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see you with your pads. But you're playing with these giants in the NFL. What was your mindset? Because you gave out as much as you took on tackles. But talk about your running style and how you figured out a way to negotiate and get yardage, that tough yardage.
Comes down to leverage, comes down to being decisive, look, the running back mentality, you got to see red. For me, I am not being touched. I will run through your face. Like, I am coming to destroy you.
Yeah.
Or you won't touch me. Like either one, if I got space, you're not going to touch me. Like that is my mentality. I have the ball in my hands. I am going that way like my life depends on it.
Yeah.
And so when you have the mentality, I live in the weight room as well, so I got really good contact balance, really good angles, being able to change direction, things like that. You put that together, and I have some brain, so I understand leverage. I understand what the defense is trying to do. I can put all 3 of those together, make me efficient. I might not be the home run hitter every single time.
I thought
guess
you
what?
were.
Well, here's the thing. I had a crazy stat. It was like I was averaging. I think it was like maybe it was in 2021 or something like that, or maybe 2020. I averaged like 5 yards a carry. But my longest run was like 20 yards. And so it was like I would consistently find little gaps, right? And so it wasn't the home run, but I was chunking. It was so consistent,
That's important.
And so it just shows, look, I might not be the biggest, like you said. So look, I might not break through all those second level tackles, but I have good technique. I'm in the right spot, right time, doing the right thing, and it's going to be efficient. I'm getting north and south. I'm going to make you miss out in space. I'm going to average a first down every time you throw me the ball, and probably 4 or 5 yards every time you hand it to me.
Yeah, I used to get so mad as an Austin Ekeler team player owner, when you were open in the flat, screaming at the quarterback, Justin Herbert, but he's trying to get 30 yards down there.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask a follow-up to your running style because I don't get a chance to talk to an NFL running back very often. When they call the play in the huddle and you got, it's going to be handoff, you're supposed to run off that gap on the right side or whatever it is. How much freedom do you have as an NFL running back to not do that if it's not there? I mean, are there times because in the NFL, I've seen it, if you step and maybe change directions, you might lose 4 yards in that league
100%.
because they're so fast.
Yeah.
So do you just have to make a decision like, you know what, I'm just going to take my half a yard here and go back?
So here's how I've been able to have success in the league, even at my size right now, because I immersed myself mentally into the game as well. And when you can put the mental and the physical and the mentality together, it's harmony. So let's say we're running wide zone to the right, and let's say they have a 5 down front. That means they're going to have someone outside setting the edge. They're going to have a defender outside of our guard, right? We call that a 5 technique and a 3 technique. I already know based off of that positioning, I'm probably going back, right? So I'm going to set the edge. I'm going to make them set the edge. Oh, I'm not going to run around, but I already anticipate 90% of the time this ball is coming back, and then I got to figure out I'm going to react off what my center does. If he reaches him, great. I'm going to keep it front side. If not, I'm going all the way back. So this is all a split-second preseason decision when I'm breaking the huddle. So I'm looking at it, I'm dissecting. This is the professional level, right? Like we do this all day, every day. And depending on who it is that guy that's in outside of my guard, is he someone that jets up the field? If he jets up the field, he's a jet guy, then it's going to be cut back on 3 steps. If it's not, if he's like 2 gapper and he kind of holds and kind of peaks, it's going to be 5 steps. And so these are the little details that go into being able to have.
How does all that happen so fast?
As a pro, just like you guys sitting here ripping the show, you guys have done it so long. It's just like second nature. It's like riding a bike to you. I've been doing football for 22 years,
We could definitely talk about this all day, but I know you have limited time. Austin Ekeler with us here on
Fantasy Royale. I want to make sure everything's promoted properly.
Yes, on the SDCCU fan hotline, but he's in person. It's not big bank banking. It's better. Tell us about Fantasy Royale, what you're doing with them, and what you want people to know.
Heck yeah, I'm running my own fantasy league this year, so you guys are invited to join.
Thank you.
I can't join everyone's fantasy league, but you can join mine because I wanted to make it so, hey, let's do a big competition and let's find out who's the best at fantasy in the nation. So that's why I decided to start Fantasy Royale, where we're going to find out who's the best in the nation, each state, each city, and your fan base. So if you're a Charger fan, you're going to compete against other Chargers fans and things like that. And we have signed stuff from Chargers players and all the different fan bases. And so what we're doing is it's a not traditional fantasy football. It's a fantasy sports is what I call it. So you have a few different competitions, some survivors, some weekly opportunities, and you get points based on how you do in those, and you get ranked based on that. So it's a fun, free to play. We want as much competition as we can possibly get. So it's Fantasy Royale. We have 8,000 people signed up right now. So it's going to be competitive, highly competitive, but we're doing it for the recognition.
Where do we go to get signed up?
Fantasy Royale. Type it on Google. We have an app as well if you want to use the app. So it's, like I said, free to play, free to join, ton of great prizes, great competition.
All right, so just Google Fantasy Royale.
There you go.
I did it earlier. It came right up. So.
Yep, perfect.
Before you go, you did play with the Chargers, not in San Diego, but we have a lot of leftover Charger fans listening.
Yeah.
And I'm sure followed your career. What was your experience playing with the Chargers? Obviously, we have a little bit – we miss them.
Yeah, I know,
but
man.
We have a little bit of a sour taste.
Yeah.
You were in L.A. with the Chargers. Talk about that experience, that part of that experience.
Well, let me say this, because I was actually in San Diego for 6 weeks. And so I was part of the transition. So we did our OTAs, our beginning offseason in San Diego. Okay. So I got a little taste. And here's what I appreciated about San Diego that we didn't get when we moved up north. When we went out, we were in Pacific Beach. And so it was like you would go to like whether it's the bars or little restaurants along the coast, Chargers jerseys up in all the walls. Mm-hmm. Like it was like, this is the Chargers city, this is the Chargers town. Like you go in, people recognize, like there was a respect on the Chargers name out there. You go to LA, we're the new kids on the block.
Yeah.
Like, who are you guys? Like, why are you here? You got the Rams as well. And so the community down in San Diego, I was always appreciative of, because there was the history there, and there's just a respect that you got when you didn't get that from LA. So always love being down there. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. And, I know there's probably people that are still salty out there. Don't blame the players.
No.
Look, we got to go where they take us.
Exactly.
So
you didn't make the decision to move.
100%. But we still love the fan base.
Spanos has said he did. Spanos.
Yeah. Spanos said that Austin Ekeler made a decision to move. Okay. All right. That is not true for everyone out there.
Hey, nice meeting you, Austin.
Likewise.
It's exciting, and best of luck with Fantasy Royale. And even more so, I want to see you back on the field this year.
Yeah,
that would be incredible.
I appreciate it.
I mean, hey, late round or late, I'm going to say late October.
Well, if I pick you up right now.
Don't pick me up now. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll give you some advice today on fantasy. That's my advice. Don't do it right now.
Well, let's get – what is your best advice for anyone listening right now who hasn't drafted yet?
Running backs are a premium right now.
Okay.
Running backs are a premium because you have some bell cows, which is a few different guys, like 6 guys really. And then you have the duos, and then you have the committees. You want to stay away from the committees. Running backs fall off really quick on potential point output because of those situations. So I'm heavy on running backs right now. Also being a running back, kind of biased, but I think the fall off is much quicker on potential output. So that's my little advice in the 5 seconds I have for it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Austin Ekeler from the Chargers. I know you finished with Commanders, but you're going to be a Charger forever for us. Fantasy Royale. Do we need to take a break, or do we need to get Derek in?
We're going to go right to Derek.
Well, let's get Derek in
Austin.
here. Thank you, Austin Ekeler. We're just going on we're humming along here on the fly here as we are broadcasting on Gwynn and Chris from the Circa Resort and Casino. We're so happy to be back here. About the fourth time that we've been here. And here's our guy, Derek, who's got this. You have built this thing up. My God, Derek, when we talked to you the first time a few years ago, it was you and me and 3 other people. And I think the payout they said yesterday was something like $1 million or $1.5 million. Now we're approaching 20 million for the Survivor.
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. You know, thinking back a few years ago when I made one of the biggest bets of my life, guaranteeing $1.5 million, and blew through that a few years ago, and now it just keeps going and going. I mean, last year we guaranteed $15 million in Circa Survivor, and we're guaranteeing $20 million this year. And we're going to blow through that. It's pacing like crazy. So just goes to show how much people love getting involved in legal football contests.
Yes, legal
is the key word.
That is a key word right there, because in California there's some rules about that. We're talking to Derek Stevens, the CEO and president, or CEO and owner of Circa, and we were just talking to Austin Ekeler, who you are in a fantasy football league with him, and you are going to be drafting tonight in the Legacy League. It's $100,000 buy-in. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, this is going to be something. You know, we've played fantasy football with a lot of the guys here at work here at Circa for a while, but we've never stepped up in class like this before. You know, matter of fact, I was concerned about it in a way that I called the gaming control board here. I go, hey, we got an opportunity to get into a pretty high stakes game. I don't want to surprise anybody. I want to make sure you guys know we might get into it. Do you have any issues? They said no, it's good. I go, this will be good for Vegas. Well, one of the requirements is they had to do the draft here at Circa. So I figured we got 11 other people showing up with $100,000 getting a fantasy football draft. I think those are people we want hanging around.
Derek Stevens, Circa, you built this thing up, man. I mean, I'm proud of what you guys have accomplished from when we first came. I mean, the Stadium Swim, I think, brought everybody, or a lot of people, your commitment to the sports book and your coverage of sports. And I know the sports fans, there's no place they'd rather be, Derek. And talk about how you've gotten to here and where you're thinking of still wanting to go with Circa.
Well, I think you know, when we focus in on football contests, I think you know, what we're seeing here this football contest sign-up weekend. You know, the first few years we ever did this, and then like you said, there's a few people here.
Yeah.
But now this has become one of the biggest weekends of the year for us, and we love it. This pilgrimage out to the desert. Out to Las Vegas. We'll have people from all 50 states, probably 10, 12 countries this weekend flying in just to participate in all the activities from yesterday's opening cocktail party, champions dinner, stadium swims where a lot of the people are at today.
Yeah.
You guys are in here keeping it a little cooler, but you're working. But no, to see how this has really become a great cultural thing. It's a great way to get people to Las Vegas, and for us, we're just really real happy that we could. We're the ones that kind of started these football contests to this level. It's been awesome.
So let me ask you about these 3 different contests: the Circa $1.6 million, Circa Survivor, Circa Grandissimo. We talked about Grandissimo. That's $100,000 entry fee. But if you're looking to enter one of these and you don't know which to pick, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, I definitely. I would definitely tell people, let's focus in on the Circa $1 million. This is the original football contest. This is the contest where you pick 5 games against the spread each week.
Okay.
You go the whole season, and it pays $1 million to the winner, $6 million overall guaranteed. There's quarterly payouts, all that, and I would say that would be the contest. If somebody's going to get into one contest, that's the one. You're guaranteed to have action all year long. And, you know, if you get hot, you can get a little score. So that's the one I'd recommend. Circa Survivor, though, is what everybody wants to talk about. And it's incredibly simple. It's $1,000 to enter. You pick one game each week. No point spread. It's just that easy.
So easy.
Just winner. Just a winner.
So easy, yeah.
And then it gets progressively more difficult because you can only pick a team once all season long. And then as you get later in the year, it gets more and more difficult. There's an element where it's so simple, yet it's exceptionally complex because you have to save who you want to. I'm not going to take the Buffalo Bills early. I might need them a little bit later. I might need so you really got to strategize out. But obviously that's the big one everybody talks about because it's going to be more than $20 million payout this year.
Yeah, I like the Circa Million because you get to play all season long. I know that I started our little Survivor thing that we have, and I was out after week 1 last year, so that was very unfortunate. And it makes you kind of angry when you get out week 1. So Circa Million 6 is what you're recommending people get into.
Well, he's right. Derek Stevens is the owner. He runs it all here at Circa, and he's been gracious to us having us out here, and we're so happy to promote this all for you, Derek. Also because you're a huge Padre guy. I know you follow the Padres. I know you've been down there, and you love a lot of San Diego people who come up here. So what are you thinking of this year? It's been up, it's been down, and hopefully we're going back up and enough to get into the postseason, huh?
Well, I think the Padres it's been fascinating. I mean, when you think of the ups and downs and when you have such an aggressive leadership at AJ Preller, boy, if I wonder, I do sometimes wonder if all Padres fans fully respect how aggressive AJ Preller is. I mean, it's I know it's something that you talk about. It's a big, but I would tell you, there's a lot of baseball fans around the country. They wish they had somebody who was 10% of AJ Preller.
That's exactly true.
Where you never pull a trigger at a trade deadline. I mean, he's going for it. I mean, these moves, and they're not minimal. This move, I realize you gave up a lot for DeVries. You gave up DeVries. You get something, but my God, you got Mason Miller. Are you kidding me? This is unbelievable.
We're still getting him for free, by the way, because DeVries is yet to make it to the big. I think DeVries is going to wait till the team moves here.
It might be
before he joins.
It might be, but I mean, but making the moves. I think, I mean, obviously, I mean, I love San Diego and I love Petco. I love all the crew from Sergio and Eddie Quinn and everybody in Padres management that we know. We love going there and we love the fan base. I love the gas lamp, the whole community. And I think having it so oriented around the Padres is really amazing. I'm very excited. I'm a Padres fan. Whether I'm a sponsor or not, I'm a Padres fan, and I think this could be a very, very fun playoff season. I mean, also, I probably fall into the category. I'm one of the people probably around the country we're not Dodgers fans, so that aligns us. Dodgers got my man Terry Skubal.
You're a Detroit guy.
Skubal's going tonight at Detroit. At Detroit, it's going to be a big game in Comerica Park tonight. No, I'm a big Padres fan. Should be a lot of fun this postseason.
Absolutely. We're talking to Derek Stevens, the CEO and owner of Circa. And I did have a question. This is kind of embarrassing, Chris. I just forgot it. So it's been a kind of a crazy week. Anyway, just tell us about.
Well, why don't you tell him how much money you've taken from his casino?
Okay, good. Yes. So
watch out for this guy. He's got your machines figured out, I think, Derek.
Yeah, I went down to the slot machines. I put in a little bit of money, ended up with $450. So because usually I don't win and all of that. But what I was going to say here, I just remembered it. When you come to Circa and you stay in the hotel, you're going to be able to see all of the local channels. And I think that's really cool because you get to see the Padres. Awesome. You get to see if you want to see the Dodgers, the Braves, the National, everybody.
You get every channel in every room. You get NFL Red Zone during the season.
Yes.
Oh, your room TV is the best of all time.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I appreciate it. You know what? You need sports guys to actually respect that. Yeah. I mean, if I'm a Padres fan and I'm on the road, I want all the San Diego, because obviously we got a ton of San Diego fans that come here and stay at Circa.
Yeah.
And if I'm a Padres fan, I don't want to listen to the opposing team's feed. I don't want to hear National. I want to hear Don Orsillo and Mudcat Grant.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear what Don's got to say. Yeah. I want to listen to the hometown guys. I want to know what's going on if on the TV side of what's happening. You want to have that connection. So we try to do that with the cities that we've got connections with, and obviously San Diego is. We like to be considered the home in the desert for all San Diego fans.
It definitely can be.
If you're a sports fan and you have not yet been here, and that doesn't mean too many people now, because everybody's figured this out, that this is the place to be. But if you're listening and you love sports, you owe it to yourself definitely to come to Circa. Get signed up for any of these contests. I know a lot of you people think you are the Survivor champs. Well, this is the where you prove it in the big leagues here. And
true.
one last thing. The listeners and people listening, you have to come to Circa or to register, but you don't have to be here during the season, right?
Right.
I want to make that clear so everybody understands how that is. Exactly.
Sure. Yeah. The way it works is you have to register in Nevada. So you have to register.
Nevada.
Yeah. You have to register at one of our casinos.
Okay.
And then when you do, there's proxies here. And the proxies will effectively enter. They all have their own software. So you turn your pick into the proxy, and the proxy turns your selection into the contest. And the reason why it works is because the legal position is that you have to enter here in Nevada. But then once you've entered, that's the gaming transaction. So that's where you have to have all the rules of know your customer and things like that. But after that, you're just executing a pick, and your proxy can put that in for you. So that's what makes it legal. So yeah, you enter here, but you can play from anywhere.
Skraby knows my barber, Sam the barber.
Yes.
He has won in his world back-to-back years of Survivor pools. I told Sam, you got to get in the one in Circa. That's it. I want to see you in the big time.
It's legit. It's true.
I love it.
Back years.
Yeah.
How
That's
lucky
something.
is this guy?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. That's awesome. He does have to be in here.
We're going to get him in one of these things.
Think about this. You got to look at it this way. Whatever he won last year, the year before is great. But isn't he worried about, like last year, he could have won $18.7 million?
I know, Chris.
I'm glad he didn't, because then he wouldn't be cutting my hair anymore.
That's true. I hear he's a very good barber.
He does all right with this mess. Hey, Derek, thanks so much for having us again.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.
Great
Thank
to
you.
talk to you. Love talking to everybody in San Diego. Thank you.
All right, Derek Stevens, we got to take our first break of the show.
That was an awesome half hour.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. So we'll get our bearings here, get back to talking some Padres. Thanks for being with us as Friar Friday gets rolling on 97.3 The Fan.
unplugged. So we're gonna do. Thank you guys. Very excited. He was.
Little guy.
All right, Matt Skraby, Chris Ello, back here in Las Vegas, Circa. We talked to Austin Ekeler, talked to Derek Stevens.
I'm still excited.
Yeah.
Because we got to meet Austin Ekeler. I mean,
that was cool.
Okay, Derek Stevens, great guy, but he's the owner of the hotel.
And we've met him.
Austin Ekeler, I drafted in my fantasy league like 3 years ago.
He genuinely was happy that we had good experiences with him on our teams.
Of course. I think everybody had a good experience with him on their team. That's why I bet you Austin Ekeler is one of those loved running backs just in general. Because, like, I wasn't the only one who had him.
No.
Right?
No.
Somebody had him in every league, and he was great for everybody.
And I love that he is so into fantasy. Like, he is a fantasy football player. That's cool. I like that.
How about that whole thing about once he gets the ball on the handoff, how many things go through his mind?
I can't even imagine.
He's going to cut back. If the guy rushes up, he's going to go cut on 3 steps, 5 steps.
I mean, he is right.
It
is muscle memory at a certain extent, but you can, just with that little insight, you can understand why it's hard for guys to learn the NFL offense.
Yeah, and, he talked about it. I mean, really understanding what every player on the defense is trying to do so that you can avoid them.
Yes.
So anyway, great talking to Austin Ekeler. And facts be facts, he is way smaller than I could have ever imagined for an NFL running back. But
smaller, but very strong.
And as he said, he's got balance like nobody's business.
He does. He looks like he's ready to play today.
He's strong. He's definitely strong. I think he'll be on a roster somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least between now and the end of October, 10 running backs will get injured. That's just how football works.
I almost said, that Christian McCaffrey needs someone to help him out.
All right, you're going to try to.
He was saying that he only wants to go to a team that can compete. So
yeah, well, they can't. Well, that's a bad fit then. 49ers can't compete.
I was going to say the Dolphins, and then he would.
No, I think the Dolphins he wouldn't even consider going there. That would be a waste of his time, and he said he didn't want to waste his time. All right, Padres and Rays are coming up with Sam Levitt's pregame show, so he'll get into all of the baseball stuff for you, but we do have a lineup as this 6-game road trip gets underway. Casey Mize and a pretty good left-hander, McClellan, McClanahan, rather,
Yes.
for Tampa Bay, who started the All-Star game a couple of years ago. So let's give you a lineup, see what we got.
Nice job, Nick.
For the San Diego Padres.
Are you going to do the lineup?
Oh, you want to?
No, you can. You've never done the lineup,
I didn't know if you didn't have it in front of you.
No,
I
it's
have
right
it
there.
in
Go
front
for
of me.
it.
Yeah, Fernando Tatis Jr. will lead off in right field. Fernando coming off a 1-for-13 homestand after he was 1-for-13 series.
Yes.
Against Pittsburgh, after he'd been the easy runaway player of the week last week. So let's get Fernando back in gear. Luis Rengifo is in left field batting second. I don't know how many times you can say what an incredible pickup he was. Manny Machado is at third base batting third. The Manny slump it's kind of extended now. Like the one home run that he hit in the victory, I think it was over the Mets a couple of weeks ago. He tacked on late with a home run.
Yeah.
Other than that, been a little quiet for Manny. This would be a good weekend to have him bounce back because you're playing a team and you're going to need some key hits. Padres only went 3-for-24 RISP in the Pirates series. You go 3-for-24 in this series, you're not going to win any games.
You know, I say all the time, well, it's great. They're getting opportunities to score.
I know.
But if they can't convert, what is the point?
They get 8 or 9 opportunities per game. It is. You're right. That's good. But you got to cash them in. Ty France, if you voted right now, is he still the team MVP for the year? Because I know
France. No, it's got to be Fernando.
You're going to give it to Fernando now? Really? After Ty France kept you afloat for 4 months, you're going to say that 1 hot month or 1.5 hot months for Fernando makes him the team MVP?
I don't think it was 1.5 hot months. He's been hitting like nearly 300 for a lot of the year, a lot of the summer at least. Ty France is great. Ty France filled in, or not even filled in. He basically took first base from Gavin Sheets. But I don't know that Ty has carried the team.
He hasn't carried them since Fernando got hot, but without Ty France, Fernando getting hot would have been immaterial because they would have been 20 games out of first place.
That is true.
Ty France is still my team MVP as of now. Jackson Merrill is batting fifth in center field. It's been hot and cold for Jackson. He does have to face a tough left-hander tonight in McClanahan. Xander bats sixth. Okay, I'm going to lay off that one, but Xander shouldn't be batting sixth. He just shouldn't.
Out of the
I'm going to explain it to you why. And this is why I believe Campusano needs to be in the lineup more. They like Fermin. Fermin has been getting some singles, some hits. He throws out runners, but when Fermin's in the lineup, you can't bat him sixth. So that means Bogarts is batting sixth. Bogarts is clearly one of the worst hitters on your team.
Yeah.
And I just think in the sixth spot, it's not great. Austin Hayes is batting seventh. Now, he has a really good over 1,000 OPS versus left-handers since the Padres got him. So I understand why he's in there. And then you got Fermin batting eighth and Jake bats ninth against the lefty. But I don't want to keep Fermin out. I understand his value now, and he's been much better the last month than he was at the beginning. When they used to play him, I really couldn't believe it. But now I understand why they're playing him. I just think the lineup is 10 times better when Campusano's in there as a threat in the sixth spot and Xander moves down.
I agree with that.
So that's what you get. If you're going to go for Fermin, then Bogarts is batting sixth, which he is tonight.
By the way, let's talk catchers in a second. Go ahead.
No, that's it. Casey Mize is pitching. I think I'm going to be honest with you. I've not been thrilled with what I've seen from Casey Mize. I've had thrilled. I said thrilled. I have not been thrilled.
You saw my face.
I've been okay with Casey Mize. I understand that the pickup of Casey Mize was important in the sense that the Padres need more stability in the starting staff. And now that they've gotten that, you're seeing how great the bullpen is because they're getting the proper rest. So Casey Mize serves a purpose, as does Robbie Ray. But I still haven't seen Casey Mize go out there and shove anybody yet. So, this is
the second game.
Did he get one
good.
game?
Yeah.
Maybe one. But, look, he hobbled off there with the ankle after 3 or 4 innings the other day. I'd like to see a 7 shutties from Casey Mize on the road against the best team in the American League. Then I start thinking, you know what? Casey Mize is earning, his keep here in San Diego. Look, 7 innings, 1 run will be fine too. But I need a game where I feel like he's really in control and command, not falling behind in the count. Kind of easing his way through some innings instead of Randy Vasquezing his way through innings.
Just traffic copping.
Right. So, yeah, I could use a big performance from Casey tonight. Sorry.
We will go to break here in just a second, but I wanted to bring up Ethan Salas because we talked about the catching situation. We talked about him possibly being brought up. He caught for Joe Musgrove last night. By the way, Joe Musgrove looked amazing, and he's going to be joining the rotation next week. But Ethan Salas has been amazing in AAA. He is hitting now .325 over the last 22 games. He's on pace for career highs in a single level with a .402 on-base percentage, .554 slugging, and he has walked more times than he has struck out. So he's putting some pressure on the Padres to make a decision.
Casey, you're right. Ethan Salas, I think the decision is once their season is over in AAA, he's coming to the big leagues.
Yeah,
I just don't think there's any question. Now, is he going to be the everyday starter? No. But I think he's going to hopefully contribute down the stretch. And that was an important note, not a throwaway, about Joe Musgrove, pitching really well. I saw a clip of him striking out Will Smith. Will Smith was on AAA rehab himself.
That is so weird.
Right, and so Musgrove blew him down. But, Musgrove's looking like – and he's throwing some gas. So, him coming back to the rotation, that's a big deal next week. But tonight, it's Casey Mize against the Rays. We'll take a quick timeout, come back. Gwynn and Chris ahead of the Padre pregame on 97.3 The Fan. fantasy great. He's got his own fantasy thing going on. And Circa Resort and Hotel, their CEO, Derek Stevens, as well. So a lot going on. Quick get-together. Gwynn and Chris with myself, Crisello, and Mr. Skraby. Tony, of course, is in Tampa, and he'll be on shortly as you'll have the Sam Levitt pregame show.
Yes.
Ahead of tonight's game between the Rays and the Padres. I did a little more deep dive on Casey Mize. First 4 starts with the Padres. 2 of them have been really good and 2 have been really bad. So
yeah,
the middle 2 against Cleveland, Milwaukee, 2 of the better teams. He pitched 12 innings combined, allowed only 2 runs. But in the first and the most recent against Arizona and Minnesota, 6 innings total, 12 earned runs. So I need to see the good KC today, and I need to see it a little more consistently. He came to the Padres with a 0.9 whip. That was what really intrigued me to him.
Yeah.
He's got a 1.5 whip with the Padres because he's had a lot of traffic. Too many guys on base.
Yeah, he's not a Randy Vasquez. I'm sure he doesn't like to work with a lot of guys on base.
No, Robbie Ray does. Robbie Ray works with guys on base, and he works fine. Casey Mize is not used to having this many guys on base. So let's see how he can get in there and try to control this Tampa Bay team. How many have you looked at their lineup? Don't look.
Okay.
Like, how many of these guys on Tampa Bay has everybody heard of? Because remember, this is the best team in the American League. Like, does everybody know who their first baseman is?
Yes.
He was on the All-Star team and in the Home Run Derby.
Junior. It's not Junior Caminero. He's a third baseman.
No. So this guy should be known.
Why am I forgetting it?
Jonathan Aranda.
That's right.
Okay, so that's their first baseman. Now, you mentioned Caminero, the third baseman. I think most people know him now.
Yeah.
Because he hit 40 bombs plus last year, and he's doing it again this year. So he's a slugger. Do you know who their shortstop is? Like the shortstop. Now, remember, shortstop was going to be the position that the Dominican kid was going to play forever and ever before he got into the problem.
Oh, Wander Franco?
Yeah.
I thought he was a third baseman, but he was
a shortstop. No,
Oh.
he was going to be the shortstop forever for Tampa. They've never really replaced him.
It's pretty amazing that they lost him, and it didn't
And they've
really
still got
seem
to where
like
they
it was
are.
a big deal.
Yeah, their shortstop now is a guy named Taylor Walls. So look out for him. Now, their second baseman tonight is a guy that used to play for the Padres, believe it or not. But I bet you most of you don't know that he's in Tampa Bay now.
What year?
Oh, I don't know what year he played for the Padres. I'm going to say 5, 6, 7 years ago. It's been a while.
Oh, wait. Jorge Mateo.
You got it. Jorge Mateo. Did you cheat?
No, I just visualized him in the Rays uniform.
Yeah, well, you got it. Jorge Mateo is their second baseman. Their center fielder is a guy that was with the Mets after the Orioles. Now, the Orioles had him. The Mets picked him up last year, and he was terrible for the Mets. He hasn't been that great for the Rays, but he starts in center, Cedric Mullins. Chandler Simpson is the left fielder. He's the guy that runs like 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But he bats fifth. So it's not like a leadoff hitter. It's weird. He bats fifth. He's like this fast guy.
He's not a great hitter, but if he gets on base, he will steal bases.
And Johnny DeLuca is the right fielder again.
Oh, Johnny DeLuca.
Not exactly a household name, I will say that. He's in right field. Their cleanup hitter is their catcher, a guy they got from the Marlins at the trade deadline, Liam Hicks. So that's Tampa Bay. Oh, yeah, that's the best record in the American League by a fairly wide margin, too.
Yeah, I don't understand how they do it year after year.
I know.
It's pretty amazing.
Shane McClanahan is their pitcher tonight. Now, Nick Martinez is he pitching in the series? Did you look yet? Nick Martinez is having a great year, and I wish him all the best as long as he doesn't do it against the Padres.
He's tomorrow.
It's
Walker Buehler versus Nick Martinez tomorrow.
What do you got Sunday? Just while you're
we
there.
Got Sunday. I got to go to the calendar now.
Oh, no.
I know.
Thought it was all listed on one page.
It wasn't. Robbie Ray against Rasmussen.
Rasmussen.
Is it Drew Rasmussen?
I don't know. There's been a few Rasmussens around
Drew Rasmussen.
over the years. So.
See, that's my fantasy baseball at work.
Yeah, well, this is American League opponent that I don't know a lot about.
I mean, who does know a lot about the Rays outside of Tampa people?
Yeah, well, but the reason I went through their lineup is because I think people maybe ought to start figuring out who they are because they're probably going to be pretty prominent in the playoffs, one way or the other.
Yeah.
We'll see how far they go. Their managers, that kind of semi-annoying Kevin Cash, still, I believe, best friends with Blake Snell.
Oh, yeah, they talk every day.
Ever since he took old Blake out of the World Series. A couple of little things going on today. Number one, because the 49ers have already been kind of a debacle this offseason with the owner chasing prostitutes and the coach driving, recklessly and endangering his life.
I can't deny that.
By the way, your team was here last night against the Raiders in a preseason game.
Yeah, I watched it all on the stadium swim board.
Yeah, and night. You won, I heard? You said
18-12. It was a really, really terrible game.
18-12.
I got to say, Fernando,
is that a score or a war?
Both.
Both, yeah.
The 18-12. It just hit me.
Oh, it just got you? Okay.
I forgot what I was going to say, actually.
You said
this
about
twice
Mendoza.
Today, Chris.
Something about Mendoza?
Oh, Fernando Mendoza. He's rookie. It's preseason.
Yeah.
He needs some work.
Okay.
And he knows he needs work.
Okay.
But I don't know that it's in the Raiders' best interest to start him until Kirk Cousins falls apart.
They're not going to start him for sure. But the other story with the 49ers now is there's some guy who is running around masquerading as a 49er player.
Yeah.
His best friend played the acting role of his agent and financial advisor.
Taylor Jamie Chan is the financial advisor. Dejan Love is the 49er.
Is the fake 49er.
Yes.
And Dejan Love was going around and hitting up women out there and getting them to invest in bogus things,
Just
right?
Give them money. So what it was.
So they were giving him money. How much money did he end up collecting before they finally caught this guy?
$1.3 million. Now, here is the.
How much time did that take him? Do we know? Like a year?
Yeah, it started in 2021.
Oh, okay, so 5 years, but still.
2022. And so what he did is he put up pictures of him in 49ers gear on practice fields with the 49ers helmet. He's got the shirt. He's got the gloves.
He went all out to make it look like he was a 49er.
He also stands next to really expensive cars. But he was.
But you never see him actually with another 49er player.
No, of course not.
I know, but I'm just saying that should have been a giveaway. Here's all my pictures of me with the 49ers. Where's the rest of the team?
Yeah, and why aren't you
there? Yeah.
Why aren't you at the game right now or something like that?
So,
now, I know a lot of people are going to say that the women who fell for this are stupid and they're dumb. I will say that I can't say that because some people, and I know a friend who has gone through this, and some people, I don't know if it's either that you're just lonely or you really do believe that person is who they say they are. And once you find out that it's been a scam that entire time, that's devastating for that person. So I don't want to call these women idiots, but this is something people need to watch out for.
That is the message here.
If someone asks you for money and you guys have been dating for a month, do not give it to them.
If somebody asks you for money, and you're not yet married to the person, I'm being honest, and you went out with them for 2 years, and they're now asking you for a $7,000-$8,000 loan, you better think twice about that.
Yeah.
Just everything. Don't give people money.
Yeah.
Just stop it.
Yeah.
And tell all your friends not to do it either, because this kind of stuff has got to be squashed for good.
It's been a pretty terrible offseason for the 49ers.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing. It's just
that isn't even their fault.
Yeah, but they're kind of, it's all part of it now. And here's the shoe is already dropping. All right, I just want everybody to be ready. The story this week was that the SEC and the Big Ten and the Big 12 jumped in there, and everybody else is saying, no, we're not going to allow professional players that have gone to the pros to come back and play college.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Kiffin said, well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And the SEC said, well, then we are going to sanction you with fines and suspensions and everything else if you break the rule. Well, guess what? Lane Kiffin, or I don't know if it was exactly him going out.
Is Judge Lane Kiffin?
No, but some judge, maybe it is Lane Kiffin's uncle. I don't know.
Where is this judge located?
I'm going to tell you in a second. But the judge has put a restraining injunction down so that the SEC cannot enforce any rules to,
to penalize
LSU if they sign a pro player. So what does that mean? Lane Kiffin, even though the SEC has made a rule, said, hey, nobody can do it, Lane Kiffin's just going to do it anyway and say, hey, too bad.
Is that
the judge has allowed this. It just says it's a Louisiana judge. Well, of course it is.
Okay.
I mean, what do you expect?
He probably also went to LSU.
Right. What do you expect a Louisiana judge to do? He's going to rule in favor of Louisiana.
Now,
if you are out there and you are a true blue, dedicated, and I know many of you, dedicated lawyer, judge, work in the court system, work in our judicial system, just understand that things like this are also going on out there, and it's tearing down your credibility.
Yeah.
Even if you are credible yourself, this kind of crap where a judge in Louisiana can just put an end to anything, and now the team from Louisiana is basically going to benefit and say, we're just going to do what the hell we want to do.
Someone asked me why we're so against these players coming back to college, and we've given all of our reasons. First off, once you go pro, we think that you should be a pro, and going back to the school also shoves someone else out of a position as well. It's not
Lane
my favorite
Kiffin
thing in the world. Oh, he doesn't care about that. I mean, this is ridiculous. The NFL also put some rules in as well. They said that if you entered the draft and you were selected by a team, you played for a team, then and you go back to college, you cannot enter for the draft again. You have to become a free agent.
Yeah, well, wait till a judge somewhere puts an injunction in on that.
And so people were asking.
That is now the thing to do. Just whatever the laws that are made or whatever the rules are made, all you have to do is find one judge, preferably in your hometown, who went to your school or university.
Who's a booster,
to go out and change the rule. And this is where we are. I mean, this is why the whole thing was a mess with the quarterback at Texas Tech.
Yep.
And now we're going to have this thing just continue to be dragged through the mud. And it's taking away any enjoyment I ever had of college football. And really at the head of it all is just the ridiculously arrogant and cheating mind of Lane Kiffin. He is the poster boy for all of this.
He's not the only coach who probably was upset about this. I mean, there's other teams out there that are taking in NFL players, but I get what you're saying. It seems like whenever things don't go right for Lane Kiffin, there's some sort of injunction that is written or a judge sides with him or something. It goes his way.
Lane Kiffin is I was going to say, he's synonymous. No, he's synonymous with shenanigans.
He is.
But that was a difficult sentence to get.
He is synonymous with shenanigans. That is true.
A couple of other quick notes before we go. The Dodgers are playing. I think it was Derek Stevens reminded us, but
yes,
the Dodgers are playing in Detroit tonight when Tarek Skubal is pitching. So that could be an interesting game. Sunday, guess who's pitching for the Dodgers? In Detroit.
Is it?
Shohei Ohtani. He's back. Don't forget. Remember, everybody said, he's never going to pitch again. I said, BS. All they did was give him a rest for a month or so, like they do with all the rest of their pitchers.
His knee hurt, Chris.
Well, if you bought it, you're dumber than the ladies that got hoodwinked by the fake 49er guy. Stop getting hoodwinked by the Dodgers when they put Roki Sasaki's on the IL right now.
Yeah.
For no other reason than they just want to give him a rest and get his head squared on straight. They're saying a blister, I'm sure. He can't pick up a ball.
Real quick before we go, because the music is playing, our fantasy draft last night, I might come in last place. I hate my team that much.
No,
your team's pretty good. Your team's pretty good, I gotta say.
Tony got a bad grade too.
I got a D, Chris.
Yeah, so did Tony, and Tony vowed to win the league once he saw that grade. It angered him. Speaking of one last thing for football, Tua and the Falcons play in Miami tonight. That could be a nice, fun
rivalry game.
Yeah, fun. It's preseason, but it could be fun for preseason. All right, stay tuned. Padres, Rays, Sammy, pregame next.